technology team, business team, application team, who should lead?
Why has banks find it difficult to move it into wide scale where the entire bank itself is being AI powered?
Seeing several reasons, the regulator must make sure that when it go to the scale, it's a compliance and it's not cause issues. That's the first thing. Second thing, I think it's about engineering challenges. It's not so easy. You can make it work in the lab in a small scale, but into the real big scale, a lot of engineering issues because it's a big, when a big transactions, so millions of things happening, and it's not an easy thing. It is related with your data, with your architecture, with your use cases, and so it's quite important what we see the engineering capability for the bank. And the third thing I think is in terms of the process, organization, and such kind of cultural things. This is also quite important. But the good thing is we see a lot of organizations is trying to adapt themselves to change or optimize, adapt their organizations and the business process. For example, very simple thing: who should lead? Technology team, business team, application team. Who should lead? Sometimes, it is still not 100% clear. So that's why we see different models the bank are putting, and I think, but I do believe it will be much better and better.
It's very hard for banks to kind of like rip and replace. If they were to do it by step, incremental changes, will they be able to still benefit from it, or will they only see the benefits when the entire stack that they have, the infrastructure stack that they have, has been modernized?
For sure, if you build a new building from scratch, it will be much easier. Traditional banks and so on, they cannot just do that. You have to consider what you have, the legacy. There's two flywheels. The first is the digital flywheel. The second is the AI flywheel. We think that if you want to do the digital flywheel, you have to. That's the foundation for going into the AI flywheel. You cannot just do it in an incremental way. I would call it an evolutionary way to from the legacy system go to a digital platform, and not just do incremental. If you always do incremental, finally, the system it will be too complicated. We do believe you have to do it's an evolutionary way, but you have to target yourself. What is the future architecture? How can I go over there? Not just do a 1% improvement for today, next day for 1% increment. Otherwise, if you lose your view on the future target architecture, you may go to a very, very hard situation.
Banks traditionally, they like to build critical technologies in-house for regulatory reasons. But then when it comes to AI, you've also mentioned that partnerships or co-creation is more important. Could you talk a bit more about your thoughts on that?
Traditionally, we always say even the bank build the in-house capability is very important. But when the AI is coming, I see even the bigger banks, they have a lot of IT people, but they still cannot do these things by themselves because it's many things new and very complicated. So that's why the co-creation model we think is very important. It's not just maybe two-sided, it could be multi-parties, can really, really work based on their own advantage. Because AI is very complicated, you have the computing power. There are a lot of computing engineers. That have a data layer. We have also the knowledge, as we call the data and the knowledge layer. And then the model layer and the agent layer. Every layer you got your engineering work. For a bank, if you do everything by your own, I don't think anyone can afford it. It's not just a money issue. It's about if your people have enough capability, knowledge or not. In this case, because nobody have done it, everyone has to explore how to do it. That's why we think this right model is, for example, we provide the computing power. We can help them do the computing engineering. And then we also provided the data platform, and now the knowledge platform, and also like an agent and the model the same. Now, the bank, they can focus more on what they really have to do, focus on business logic. And then we can work together, have this core creation model. Because we do believe in the AI era, speed is very, very important. You cannot wait till your team, you build everything ready. You have to utilize the other people's advantage and work together. That's why we have this partner program called the Ronghai program. There are a lot of partners have their own advantage. This year we launch a new tool. It's called FAB. It's called it's the name FAB means Thing Agent Booster. We work with many organizations. We have got a lot of experiences. We just put these experiences into a tool, a product. If the other bank or the other organization want to do the similar thing, they can just use this tool based on this platform. It will dramatically shorten the time to market and save the efforts of them.
If you're a bank CEO, what would you ask your IT team to do first to ensure that you can prepare for AI in FSI?
Okay. Yeah, for bank, you should set up your right strategy. What is your core strategy in terms of the AI? You just do some single applications, or you focus on some certain business cases, or you have an enterprise level strategy. Very, very important. Yeah. Number two, for sure, and with your strategy, we have find the right business cases and what to do. And for sure, next one, I think organization and talent. Yeah. Especially if you talk about for the technical people, I think for sure it should be based on the right business case. We should set up the architecture, what to do with AI, and start build the engineering capability with starting from some business cases. We see the big organizations and the small organizations they have the same challenges, but if you open it, it's quite different. It's quite big. The big organizations, they build a big AI platform and they put applications on that. But the smaller one, what we see, they cannot afford to start from day one a big thing. They find the high value business cases which is important for them, focus on that. But it's not easy for them. It's all new. And that's why our aim is help the banks, support the banks go for better using AI. But we're mainly providing, the AI computing power. For sure, we have our own model, yes. But we think you cannot just simply sell them the computing power. You have to help them, to do more, to build their own capability. When they build this capability, they have the first case, second case, later on will be much, much easier.